There's little doubt that women's sport is on the rise. The interest is growing, the perception is shifting. Look at the massive uptake in interest given the Lionesses' success at the recent European Championships. Women's boxing has been on the rise since the London 2012 Olympic Games, a decade in which more stars have emerged in the sport. We have spoken to boxers, trainers, their managers, promoters, to see what women's boxing needs to do to grow the sport, what the boxers are going through. Come with us as we explore the journeys of Paige Goodyear, Christina O'Hara McCafferty and Lauren Parker as they find their way in the sport and explain how they got into it. What drove you to get involved in boxing?
I think just as a kid growing up in a house with a lot of siblings, there's always that sibling rivalry. My father loved the boxing, a couple of his family boxed too. I just went into the local youth club one day with one of my friends and we went in for a mess about really, and that was it. It was love at first sight.
I did kickboxing from the age of 7 and then my uncle actually knew of my head coach, Maka. Obviously I went down the gym and at first I was just like a little fat kid. And then I went there to like self-defense and lose weight. And then I just felt like I got the bug for it and I loved it, and then I lost a load of weight. Back then as well, when I started, there weren't much like girls about. So I went into the national championships, won my first national title at the age of 13, and I just loved it. And then from there, I just went higher and higher and got into Team England and started travelling the world.
So basically, I actually started out doing a little bit of kickboxing, and my dad used to take me to kickboxing shows.
And it was just a random event which tickets were just available for, go and spare. And she came along.
I just remember seeing the girls on the show boxing, and to be honest, I was just massively inspired by that. I
didn't give it a second thought that she would be remotely interested. And suddenly she sort of hit me with, she liked the idea of doing it, and I didn't know if that was meant to happen, you know.
Yeah, it just grew from there really, thinking, do you know what, I reckon I could be good at that. I used to give up a lot of clubs as a kid, went for a few sessions and then that'd be it done. But with boxing, it was something special about boxing, and after giving it a go for the first time, it stuck.